There's a party going on here, yeah. Let me see you do your thing out there. Come on, alright.
They said I could never talk good sports radio.
What you talking about, huh?
But I told them,
frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So I found out
it's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking.
So I saw the light talking sports radio.
I have seen the light.
So I thought about starting Rev T Sports Revival.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
People are saying,
you can see how you have progressed in the show, and I'll tell you what, man, it shows. I mean, it totally shows.
And our callers are saying this, right? Say, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Oh, no. The show seems really good. You seem like you have a lot of fun. This is why I called in, and you both know your sport. So it's always fun talking to people that know their sports. That's why I like to call in whenever I get a chance.
And after I introduce my guests, they say,
for that big intro, I don't know whether to make you my agent or have you call my mom.
Our guests are saying this.
Your broadcast always edifies and we're inspirational. You're unselfish. You don't whitewash anything. You deal with the real problems and issues, whether they're popular or unpopular.
And they saying, I'm sounding like this great legend that had a mouthpiece in the radio business.
Man, you talking sports over there like TV Green, man. That's what I like about Rev T Sports Revival.
But most of all, this. Hey, Fred, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Hey, when you tell them Rev T, if they ears ain't used to great talk radio, they need to adjust. Because at the end of the day, being different ain't being wrong. It's just being who you are. They scared to be who they are. They probably should be listening to your show anyway.
Why tweet about it when you could talk about it on the Rev T Sports Revival? Believe that, baby. March with me.
All right, family, we are back at it. This is Crystal Adair with Motivational Minutes because we stay in it to win it. Amen. Motivational speaker here and author. Go on Amazon.com and check out a copy of my book. It is called Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. My life story, my testimony, and I promise that it will only bless your life. Family, I do not know who this message is for on today, but I do know that it is for somebody. I also know that I am preaching to myself in as much as I'm encouraging someone out there. Family, what I want to say to you on today is that a delay is not always a denial. A delay is not always a denial. Just because God is asking you to wait on something does not mean that God is necessarily telling you no. You see, in our human frame, it is so easy for us to become discouraged or depressed or frustrated when something or the process is not moving along as quickly as we feel that it should. But see, our timing is not God's timing. We may be saying, but God, I am ready now. I want it now. Why can't I have it now? And God is saying right back to you, not right now. You see, his answer is not always no. Sometimes he's just saying, not right now. Sometimes God needs to perfect something in you. He needs to get something right in you before he answers this prayer and gives you whatever this blessing may be. The other times, God may be saying, I have something better for you, that I need for you to hold on. I need for you to exercise some faith. I need for you to believe that I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. God is not always telling you no when you're waiting on a prayer to be answered. Sometimes he's simply just saying, not right now, or I have something better. But you gotta let God work that thing out in your favor, and you gotta let him work some things out in you so you can be truly ready to receive that glorious blessing. This is Crystal and Adair with Motivational Minutes. I love you, family. Please make sure you go out and get a copy of my book, Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. It's right there on Amazon.com. And as always, a shout out to the awesome Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice and these motivational minutes can be heard.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
They defeated the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. We gonna talk about it. Hey, we gonna talk about LeBron James and his headline and 57 points over the Wizards. Yeah, that's right. So lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, and come on and watch with me. We live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio TV, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Y'all ready? Let's go! One more time! I'll tell it to the hot. I'll tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul. 703-763-4979 is the number. You want to call in, talk a little bit of sports. We sitting in live, y'all, on the mountaintop where the people's voice can be heard. And as always, y'all, you know I like to do things alone, but I can't do them alone sometimes. I can't do it without you, the people. Good morning to Big Brother John Leverett Sr. We see you tuning in. Big Brother Joey Sutton, good morning to you, champ. Big Brother Robbie Ghost from Sports on the Hill, a.k.a. Robbie Rob. Sports on the Hill podcast. He in the house, y'all. We see you. Maurice Wood Jr., good morning to you, champ. HTTR, you know you that superstar with us. Good morning. That's Ghost and Real Estate in the house, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get in contact with Maurice Wood. Get your house finance or get you a home today, Ghost and Real Estate. Joseph Gibbs. Skins Gonzalez, good morning to you. And there you go, he in the building, y'all. Stephen Atkins, y'all, from the Inside_Bliss. Had a good show on the Sunday for the people right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. Y'all need to check that out. Good morning to Ernest Wilson. We see you. Reggie Wade, good morning to you, champ. ACTR to all them superstars. Joseph Sakino, man, good morning to you, man. William Bay, Billy Hampton, happy belated birthday to you, champion. Right here live on the Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, y'all. Sean LaRone, good morning to you, mama. Big brother Chris Young, Carol Porter, we see you, and we know we got you on the line. Just hold up. Wait a minute. Don't go nowhere, champ. You know I ain't finished. Big brother Robert Milton, good morning to you, man. Burgundy Fly Guy, good morning to you. Tammy Layton, good morning to you, mama. They tuning in live right on the Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. But always, y'all, it's a pleasure without no weathers and any type of weather, I should say, y'all. Without further ado, I got big brother Carol Porter from Sports on the Hill podcast, with a.k.a. Robbie Gross, Robbie Rob, that's what I like to call him, y'all. Good morning to big brother Wes Currington. We see you tuning in this morning. But what's going on, Carol? Good morning, man.
What's going on, Rev? Happy Victory Monday. You know, it's always good to be on with you. You know, I got to get to work, but I said I'm going to take some time to make sure I call in today since I didn't get a chance to holler at you last week. Yeah. How you doing today, brother?
Oh, man, I'm solid. I can't call it. I feel good like Hollywood, shaking and baking like Anita Bacon, always trying to hold it down, you know, in my own Sammy Town. You know, I got my own Sammy Town. And you know what, Carol? I still don't even know what the hell Sammy Town is. I think that's some John Jones, Jim Jones. Anyway, what's going on, Chad? What's up with you?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, just enjoying this great sports weekend we had. We had a good fight on Saturday. Caps playing, Wiz winning, Redskins put off an improbable win yesterday that I didn't even think they were going to be able to do. You know, I just posted my article on your link, man. Appreciate all the love and shout out you give us. Make sure y'all give it a read. Let me know what you think. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the way the defense stepped up. You know, I'm a defensive guy, and I was in love with all the backups, with the way they stepped up. Kendall Fuller, you know, stepping up with the interception. Will Compton, you know, started last year. Now he's a backup, came in when needed, had a hell of a game. Zach Brown, the best offseason pickup of the offseason, out there tackling machine. You know, I ain't even going to get on the negatives with Jay yet. You know, that's a whole nother show on itself right there. But I was pleasantly surprised to see this team face adversity, next man up. And I just found out they only dressed 43 players yesterday. Normally you dress 46, but we had so many injuries and couldn't sign enough people on Saturday to make on Thursday to make the trip, that we only dressed 43 and still went into one of the hardest places to play against one of the top quarterbacks at home and found a way to win that game despite Jay Gruden's lack of football knowledge or IQ.
Well, that's Carol Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast. He done put it out there, y'all. The phone lines is open, 703-763-4979. You want to call in, talk a little bit of sports, talk how you felt about this game against the Washington Redskins, against the Seattle Seahawks. You know, my whole thing going into this game, Carol, and I said here on Friday on the Sports Revival episode 275, if y'all want to go check it out on Podbean, iTunes, Stitchers, YouTube, wherever it might hit you. But, you know, I said one thing that was good, definite and true. I wasn't worried about this game against the Seattle Seahawks. And that's just not me saying this after Victory Monday. No. This is me saying this not after Victory Monday, but this is saying this on Friday. So at the end of the day, Carol, I'm not surprised by this. But tell the people where they can find you at, man.
Hey, man, you can find me tonight, Monday night, every Monday night, 7 to 9 p.m., True Radio Network, Sports on the Hill podcast. You can follow our page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just started a Periscope page. Got my YouTube channel up, Carol Porter. Check us out. Tonight we got a full action-packed show. We talking Caps from 7 to 7:30. Then we talking Wiz 7:30 to 8. Got a music break. Then we going to talk Redskins from 8 to 8:30. Then we have our boxing expert Paul Smith calling in at 8:30 to break down the heavyweight division after the last 2 weekends of heavyweight championship bouts and see what's coming up for 2018. And then overtime, Robbie, you have his Week 10 NFL Pick'em Roundtable that you guys can call in. We'll be doing a Facebook Live simulcast for all segments of the show. Appreciate all the love and support. You know, we've been doing our post-game show and our halftime and pre-game show, and a lot of folks been tuning in. I want to appreciate all the Redskin Nation, all the fans of the show, and you too, Rev. Like I said, you out here doing big things. You know, you making moves. You representing Redskin Nation, and you know, we got to link up and get some things in the works so we can really take over Redskin Redskin Nation, baby.
Yeah, that's Carol Porter, y'all. Sports on the Hill with Robbie Gross, a.k.a. Robbie Rob, y'all doing that thing like a chicken wing. I ain't mad at you, bro. Appreciate you so much. Hail to the Redskins, champ. Have a good day at work, champ. Appreciate you.
All right, man. You too. Hail to the Redskins. Have a great show, and I'll holler at you later on, Red.
My man, solid. 8301, answer your phone. I'm about to call you back. That's how we do it right here on the Sports Revival. Watch this. I'm going to call you up. You wanted to testify how I saw you. Look, watch how I'm going to do. This is the Rev calling you. Hail to the Redskins. Hail to the Redskins.
Hello.
Hail to the Redskins.
What's up, Rep T?
Hey, man, I saw you trying to call. I'm going to call you back, man. You know how we do things here at the Sports Revival. Man, who this on the line, man? Testify.
This your boy, DJ Mellow T.
Oh, man, DJ Mellow T. What's going on, champ? That's the Mellow Slide up in the building. Hail to the Redskins on Victory Monday. What's going on, champ?
Just handling some music business early this morning, Monday morning, and I saw you on the line, and I said, let me hit you up, see if I can holler at you, and here we are.
Yeah, man, what you think about the game yesterday, champ?
Man, I tell you what, it's very simple to me. I was very impressed on the win, and the defense was rocking. And everybody knows that by now. But I'm just not a believer in Kirk Cousins. He had a good throw at the end of the game. I give him props on that. But I'm not a fan of Kirk Cousins. He sometimes like a deer in headlights. And he just doesn't grab the bull by the horn and take it to the promised land. He just don't have that thing with him like Aaron Rodgers or like Robert Griffin had his first year. Not, just take you right there. It's like he's a systematic quarterback, and he's programmed. I just can't rock with him. But the game overall was a great win for the city, for Redskin Nation, and I love the way the defense was smacking Seattle around. Trust me.
Man, that's DJ Mello, y'all. He here right here live, Mount Top Neighborhood Radio, DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. He say he's satisfied with the win, but he ain't satisfied with Kirk Cousins. He not sold. I can't knock the man's opinion. He got a right to stand on his own. That's why he called in the Sports Revival to testify the latest burdens down by the side on Victory Monday. Hey, DJ Mello, tell the people, man, what you got going on in the music world, champ.
Well, for those who don't know, I got a hit song out called The Mellow Slide. It's been waking up some, it's been making up some noise and gaining some momentum. And of course, the video is out now, and it was shot at the legendary Ben's Chili Bowl and all over the city. So it's rocking. I got that going, and it's surging right now, and doing other things that I can't expose right now because it's not official. But I'm keeping my nose to the grind and rocking here and there across the country and across the city. And doing the thing, and I'm gonna keep it moving. But I tell you, that Mellow Slide is a hit, baby. And I'm thanking the people for the love, for loving the song, and hopefully continuing to love the song, because it is a song for people of all ages and magnitudes, and all ethnic backgrounds and all ages. I'm telling you, man, it's a great track for working out, and it's a club banger. So we're kind of proud of it.
Hey, that's what I was about to say, man. You can work out off the Mellow Slide and lose about 5 pounds in about 30 minutes. You do the Mellow Slide long enough. You know what I'm saying, DJ Mello?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Rev, I appreciate you for highlighting when we was doing our thing out at FedEx Field for the tailgate joint that day. Which one it was, I don't know. We both done been out there for 50,000 times.
Yeah. you know how I am, man. I try to. I don't be trying to be seen too much. Long as they hear the Amazing Grace, that's hail to the Redskins. I'm good with that. They see me when they see me. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. I got
you can find me all over the land, man. I done been there. How can I say it? I done been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? It's so in real talk, DJ Mello, it's like sometimes, when you were a kid, you used to look forward to Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, when you get a little bit older and you done been there and done that and you done seen a couple of Christmas go past, guess what? Christmas just don't mean what it used to mean to you like it used to,
I can go along with that.
Yeah.
I can see where you can say that.
Yeah, man.
That's just life period anyway.
Yeah. It's like, to be honest, I love being out at the tailgate with the people more so. I love being inside the game. You know what I'm talking about? I'll tell it to the hot. I'll tell it to the cold. You got to let DJ Mello fill up your soul with that Mello slide. Hey, champ, you know I love and I appreciate you so much, brother.
Hey, Rev, I love you, man. Hail to the Redskins, man. I love you, man.
Yeah,
always great and uplifted. Always great and uplifting feeling to talk to you, bro.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I try to keep it real and tell it like it T-I-E-E-is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Keep sliding for me, baby. Keep sliding. Hey. I'm gonna keep my ears to your show, brother. Trust me.
Hey, I appreciate you, y'all. That's DJ Mello, y'all, right here, Victory Monday, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. Hey, DJ Mello, I'm gonna play that Mello slide before I get it out here and send it to me real quick, so I ain't gotta keep looking so hard over here. You should see
well, you know, I'll send it to you, man. But you know, it's all over the place now. You know, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Spotify, everywhere. So, but for you, brother, I'm gonna send it to you personally. So, all I need is the email address. I'll get it to you myself.
Matter of fact, I got the Mello slide on CD if I'm correct. I'm going to play it.
You got a copy?
Yeah, I know I do.
Copy.
I got it right here somewhere. I'm going to play it before I get out of here, man. Hey, man, I love you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Would you please do that, sir? Love you back, brother, and stay strong and keep God like you're keeping them. You heard me?
Oh, yeah, I got you, man. Hey, y'all, that's DJ Mello, y'all. DC's finest doing this thing like a chicken wing. That Mello slide, y'all. Love you so much, champ. Hail to the Redskins.
Absolutely, Redskin Nation.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. 703-763-4979 is the number, y'all. We got the phone lines open. I want to hear from y'all on Victory Monday. You know, I can sit there and talk what I want to talk about, the Redskins and yada yada, woody woo. But at the end of the day, though, it's about you, the people. It's about your voice being heard, like Hollywood, man. Good morning to Albert Leon Cross Sr. Good morning to Bruce Franklin Lindsay. Warren Gay, we see you. Big brother Blake Keller, man. Good morning to you, man. Damian Goodlow, man, good morning to you. There go my brother right there, Jose Summerfield, he in the building. There you go right there, the champ, Mark Two Shop Johnson, man, he in the building, man. Big brother, Adolphe Persons Wiggin, man, good morning to you, man. We sitting there live, y'all, on the Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. Y'all ready? Come on, man, let's go where the people's voice can be heard.
Where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
From Rucker Apparel.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Steven Askins, host of the Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
There you go. There you go. I had to make sure I got that for my man. That's DJ Mello, y'all. That's that Mello slide right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. Victory Monday. Let's celebrate, y'all. Let's go. Ow!
Let's go, let's go, let's go, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, come on, let's go, baby, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, come on, let's go, baby, let's go, come on, 1, 2, 3, stop what you're doing, cause you're about to ruin the image and the style that I'm used to. It's me, Mello T, the legendary figure, you know the name that you're already used to. Come on, I wrote this song so we can just party, try that junk off, full of suit of body. Exercise, keep your mind right, son. Wanna be like Mello and have some fun. Put your left hand up, put your left leg up. Put your right hand up, put your right leg up. Put your left hand up, put your left leg up. Put your right hand up, put your right leg up. And just slide on the left, say what? Just slide.
Hey!
Come on, let's slide on the left, say what? Just slide on the right, say what?
Yeah, y'all. Hey, that's DJ Mello, y'all. That's that Mello slide. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that, y'all. Right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, where the people's voice can be heard, man. Good morning to Big Brother Charles Lowry Sr. Good morning to you, Champ. ACT, y'all. Big Brother Archie King, we see you tuning in. Lawrence McLaurin, what's going on, Champ? Hail to the Redskins, y'all. We sitting here live, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And you know, let me go ahead and get into this thing and talk about this Redskin game here. 17-14 was the final score, y'all. Washington Redskins, they went to Seattle and they did what they needed to do to come out with a win. And listen here, let's talk about this. We all know that the defense saved this game with the Washington Redskins. Okay? We talking about a defense that had a return of D'Angelo Hall. Okay? And when you looked at this situation and you looked at this thing with the Washington Redskins, if you follow us here on the Mountaintop Network Radio and you tuned into the Inside Blitz on Sunday, let me see if I can pull this up. I want y'all to hear something that I said about yesterday's game. And this was yesterday morning on the Inside Blitz. Let me see where I can find it for the people real quick. With Steven Atkins right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, I said something at the end of the River of Gibraltar. They gotta run like the Red Sea. They gotta run like they got diarrhea. I'm just saying. I mean, what else do you want me to say? In order for the Washington Redskins to beat the Seattle Seahawks, they have to run. Even if they get 0.5 yards on the run, they got to go back and try to get 3.5 yards on the next run. And even after they get 3.5 yards on that next run, and they go back and run the ball again to get 1.5 yards, they got to go back and run again to get 4.5 yards.
Now, you do know...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, and the thing I want to say to that, with all the foolishness at the side, is that when the Washington Redskins run the ball, they got to go back
in that secondary.
Right. And then can I put something else out there to everyone?
Go ahead and put that out there in the atmosphere.
When Mason Foster was playing middle, they got to go back and run again to get 4. Got to go back and try to get 3 points in NFL game. We do not know that. And we will find that out come Sunday in Seattle. But when the Washington Redskins go out there and set up 2 tight ends in the game, they're very successful running the ball, and it allows them to run that play action that they like to use with Kirk Cousins. That'll set up the wide receiver coming across the slot. See, it's something that I wanted to say about this thing when it came to Kirk Cousins. It's another part in there why I said some things about this defense, especially when it came to DeAngelo Hall. If you tuned into the Inside Blitz yesterday morning right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, I said one thing for sure, that the Seattle Seahawks, that they was going to come out there and they was going to attack DeAngelo Hall just to see where he was after all of this time being out of football. Another thing that I said that Seattle Seahawks was going to do, that they was going to go out there and attack Will Compton in more ways than one. I wasn't concerned about them attacking Will Compton when it came to the pass. And why? Because he showed what he's able to do. I always believed that Will Compton is a good pass coverage linebacker. But when it comes to the run, they like to attack them. And for a first part of that game, especially in that first quarter, they attacked the middle with running the ball with Lacey and company on the Redskins, and they attacked the middle. But at the end of the day, though, Will Compton, his play made them back down. And I must say, I've been critical of Will Compton over this last season about his play. I believe that Mason Foster is the better linebacker of the two, but at the end of the day, he went out there, he performed, and he held his own up. But you got to give your hats off to DeAngelo Hall. Let's talk about DeAngelo Hall, y'all. DeAngelo Hall went out there yesterday, and he performed like a Redskin. He had 4 solo tackles, 1 assist, and in my eyes, he made a crucial play at the end of the game. They don't count it as an interception. I thought it was an interception with that pass that they tried to go with the Hail Murray in the end zone. But you talking about the man that played the whole game, plus he did punt returns. My hat's off to DeAngelo Hall. My hat's off to DeAngelo Hall. But let's look at this, though, man. Zach Brown, he had 8 tackles, 3 assists, 1 sack. Okay? Will Compton, 7 tackles, 1 assist, and an interception. And the big difference right here with this Seattle team, and we've been real critical of the Washington Redskins defensive line. Terrell McClain had 5 solo tackles yesterday, y'all. Defensive lineman, I should say. So at the end of the day, when you look at this scenario with the Washington Redskins, and it came down to this thing with the defense, they really held the Washington Redskins up yesterday. I mean, we can sit here and Rudy Poot and lollygag about what is and what ain't. You talking about the Washington Redskins team, like Carol Porter said, you went in there 43 people on the active roster in the game. And one thing I said definitely that's good and true, if you follow us here on the Sports Revival on episode 275, I was like the next man up. That's what they paid to play to do. That's what they're in the NFL to do. That's why they're on the team, because at some point, the Washington Redskins believe that you can contribute to the team, whether it was now or whether it was later. But on Sunday in Seattle, a lot of people had to step up for the now. I was on Twitter this morning and I saw somebody put out a tweet. The Washington Redskins beat the Seattle Seahawks with all of these injuries. Just imagine what type of team that the Redskins would be when all of these people come back off of these injuries. Going into this second half of the season right now. Let's talk about it. This defense, they went out there and they really held this Seattle Seahawks team to Russell Wilson. He had 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, but he was intercepted twice. And don't get me wrong, he had 10 rushes, 10 attempts, rushes for 77 yards. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, we knew Russell Wilson was going to run the ball. That's what he do. But at the end of the day, what we didn't allow and what we didn't let fester with this game yesterday was letting Rawls get his thing off. He only had 9 carries for 39 yards. We didn't let Lacey get his thing off. He only had 6 carries for 20 yards. So at the end of the day, when you shut their powerhouse down, everybody else wasn't able to get into the game. You know, we know Baldwin was going to get his touches. We know Graham was going to get his touches. But besides that, everybody else, they was a non-factor besides Wilson and his 1 touch for a touchdown. So at the end of the day, when you look at this and what the defense went out and did for the Washington Redskins, they held the game down. They held the game down until the Redskins offense could pick up and go out there and make some plays happen. So at the end of the day, you know, when you look at this scenario, when you look at this thing with the Washington Redskins, should none of this surprise you what happened in Seattle yesterday, especially when it came to the defense. Defense been out there performing like this all year long, day in and day out. Even at times when they done lost games, the defense has never stopped balling in none of these games that the Redskins have played this year. They've always been in the game because of the defense. So, you know, my hat's off to the defense. My hat's off to D'Angelo Hall. But what I want to do is I want to take a break. And when I come back off of this break, y'all, I want to talk about Kirk Cousins in this offense. Can we do that? 703-763-4979 is the number. You want to call in, talk a little bit of sports with me this morning. We sitting here live, y'all. Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people were. I said, where the people, I got tongue twisted there. Where the people's voices can be heard. Victory Monday, y'all. Let's go. Ow! Ow! Did I say ow? Ow! Let's go. Did I say let's go? Ow! And let's go? Yeah, let's go.
We met before we see you take it.
Custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Red T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirt today from Rucker Apparel.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Steven Askins, host of The Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV.
Network Radio.
Yeah! Yeah! We live, y'all, right here on the mountaintop. Network Radio, TMB. I'm Savon Fidel. At the Real Red T, y'all. Victory Monday. Let's go! Ow! Yeah, 703-763-4979 is the number. And if you on Facebook Live with us right now, you see up on the screen, that's Mark II Sharp Johnson, y'all, the pride of D.C., the world's youngest boxer inducted into the Hall of Fame, Boxing Hall of Fame, y'all, at the age of 40. He's sitting there out there, y'all, at Highland in D.C. He trying to get some coat drives going on for these kids. He needs some help getting these kids some coats. I got it up on the screen for the people to see. Y'all make sure y'all contact him on Twitter at 2 Sharp Johnson, at TOO Sharp Johnson. You can find him on Facebook, that is, 707 Yuma Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. Them kids need some coats, and we going to try to do everything we can to get these kids and make sure that they be warm for the winter. But let's talk about this Washington Redskins offense. Y'all ready to talk about it? Good, let's go. Kirk Cousins, y'all. Well, no, I don't want to go on Cousins first. I want to say something about Samaje Perine. You know, this youngster, he done had the ghost of fumbleitis didn't hit him. And you realize that we had a running back on this roster by the name of Matt Jones that went through the same type of situation. But can I say something to the people, man? Can I say something that's good and definite and true? I want y'all to go turn to your pages and your books to the Kansas City Chiefs right now. They got a young running back named Kareem Hunt. And if I'm correct, on his first NFL game of the season, his first touch he got, he went out there and fumbled the football. And instead of his coaches not letting him get back in the game, instead of his teammates turning their nose up on their young rookie running back, instead of the fans start ripping their young rookie running back, they was on the sideline cheering that young man on, telling him to get his head back in the game and go out there and perform. And that Kareem Hunt has been running and out there performing as a Kansas City Chiefs running back ever since, because nobody doubted him. Samaje Perine, his doubt is gone. His confidence is gone. And at the end of the day, in my eyes, I really don't see no hope for Samaje Perine. And I was one of the people, and I know a lot of you were were excited. We were very excited about him joining this team. We were very excited about the things that Samaje Perine, we was hoping that he could contribute to this team. Well, it's not panning out so for that youngster. And at the end of the day, you know, the Washington Redskins, they going to have to do something when it comes to this run game. Now, despite Rob Kelly got these touchdowns in short yardage, which I really think that he needs to be used in, okay, he had 14 carries for only 18 yards. That means he was only averaging 1 point yard a game and some change. But I did say this, though. Run the ball, and continue to run the ball. Even if you get 1.5 yards, you try to go back and get 3.5 yards on the run. So when you talk about this, you know, we could be crucial of what didn't happen when it came to the run, but when it really got down to it, you know, at crunch time in the goal lines, you got to give your hats off to the Washington Redskins run game, because they got in the end zone when they needed to. Versus in the past, we seen them get into that situation, be that close up on the end zone, and can't even get across the 1 yard line to get it for a touchdown. So at the end of the day, you know, we can't knock the Redskins running game for that. But we can knock the Redskins running game because, you know, you don't have one running back out there really putting up no big numbers. You don't have one running back that at least got 50 yards rushing. Hell, 80 yards rushing. But they did all in all run the ball yesterday. I must say, they ran the ball 20 times. Hell, 23 times if you count Kirk Cousins in his 3 attempts that he ran. You know, but let's look at this thing. Let's really look at this scenario for what it is and for what it could be. You know, this thing with the Washington Redskins, when it came down to it, you know, these receivers that we've been and I've been crucial of, and I know a lot of you all been crucial of, they kind of stepped up to the occasion yesterday. More so Josh Doxson. He had 3 catches for 59 yards, but he made 2 crucial catches in the game that I really think helped the Redskins be in a situation to win this football game. Even Terrell Pryor went out there and made a catch. He only had 2 catches for 17 yards. Ryan Grant had 3 for 39. But listen here, though. This is the name right here that I've been speaking about, that I've been talking about, y'all can say it. Y'all know it. It's on tape. I said this since day one, since training camp. And if you've been following the Sports Revival, you know this is definite and it's good and true. I've been begging for Brian Quick to have an opportunity to get some touches with this Washington Redskins offense. Besides Ryan Grant, I believe that Brian Quick is the best wide receiver on this team right now. You know, and at the end of the day, when it get down to it, and when you look at the scenario, I keep saying this, and I stand on this, and I've been standing on this. There's nowhere in the world that Brian Quick can go from being the number 1 wide receiver with the Los Angeles Rams to coming to the Washington Redskins and can't even get no touches from this ball. I've been saying this, man. I've been preaching this day in, week in, and week out. Where's Brian Quick? Where I saw him with my own eyes in training camp. He can run just as fast as Terrell Pryor. He can run just as fast as Jamison Crowder. Trust me when I tell you this. And he can go out there and catch the ball in any form or fashion that you throw it to him. And he ain't scared to take a hit. 703-763-4979 is the number. If you want to call in, talk a little bit of sports with me, talking about this Washington Redskins, this offense, what they went out there and did as a team. I told you all I wasn't concerned about this. Even Steven Atkins from the Inside Blitz, and y'all make sure y'all follow him on Twitter at the Inside_Blitz. On Twitter, at the Inside Blitz Recap Show, on Facebook Live, Steven Atkins. Y'all make sure y'all go give him a follow. He said one thing that was definite and true. He told the people that Vernon Davis was going to go out there and have a good game yesterday. If you tuned into the Inside Blitz right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, 10 a.m. on Sundays. He told the people that Vernon Davis was going to go have a big day in Seattle. Well, he had 6 receptions for 72 yards and one play, a 23-yard long play that really put the Redskins in the position to go out there and make a score. So at the end of the day, when you look at this scenario and you look how this game plan went for the Washington Redskins, I must admit, in the first quarter, it looked a little worried. In the second quarter, though, you started to see signs of hope. I think, you know, I know a lot of y'all want to say the coaches, but for once, I really think the Washington Redskins coaching staff, Jay Gruden, especially when it came to the offense, they kind of made some adjustments. The defense didn't need to make any second half adjustments. They needed to continue to go out there and do what they was doing and just slow them down with the run and make Russell Wilson run the football and make him try to make a play with his hand. Well, they end up getting 2 interceptions off of doing that. But let's talk about Kirk Cousins before we get out of here, though. Yeah, and first of all, before I really get into this thing with Kirk Cousins, I'd like to ask some of you all, and I know y'all follow that Bama on Twitter. Listen here, has anybody heard from RG3 today? Or last night? Or was RG3 tweeting in the midnight hour? Talking about he can help or should have helped or his guys or whatever? I'll wait. I said I'll wait. Exactly. Like I said, you know, it's quick for people to jump on the ship when they see things ain't going right, or they might assume that the ship might got a hole in it and it might be sinking a little bit in the water. It's quick how people will jump on the ship and talk about things when things seem as if though they get bad. It's quick how people will turn their nose up on people when it seems that things might be getting a little bit bad. I'm still waiting. I'll wait. Well, while I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that RG please tweet last night, listen here. Let's talk about Kirk Cousins. 21 for 31, 247 yards. Kirk Cousins went out there and threw that football. And listen here. I know y'all, a lot of people was real crucial to Kirk Cousins not taking that chance, not throwing the football to his wide receivers so they can make a play, not trusting his wide receivers. And I want to tell y'all something right now. I want y'all to shut the hell up. And I just said it just like that. Because Kirk Cousins have been throwing the football to these wide receivers. It's just they ain't been catching the damn ball. Now, in support of the wide receivers, you know, Kirk Cousins had to go out there and trust them a little bit more and keep trusting them even when they wasn't catching the damn ball. You still got to go back to them to build their confidence up that you believe in them. Same thing I was talking about with Samaje Perine. You just can't watch the young and fumble and then sit him down. You done broke his confidence. You know, when I was in the military, and I recall when I was in boot camp, one thing that they did when you first got there, the first 3 weeks or so, was they broke you down till you felt like you was the lowest thing on the damn tanner pole. But at the end of the day, in the second half of the training, the weeks to follow, they build you up to make you feel like you the superstar, that you can't be touched no matter where you are. So at the end of the day, Cousins had to go out there and trust his wide receivers to make big plays for them. And again, I'll tell you this. You know, in the beginning, it looked real worried in that first quarter for the Redskins. But at the end of the day, though, when it came down to it, though, Kirk Cousins didn't lose his post, and they attacked them in all angles. They got the safety on them. And what was so funny and what was so amazing, that how a lot of you so-called Redskins fans, once they went down 2-0 or whatever to the Seattle Seahawks, not 10-0, not 17-0, but damn 2-0, I saw a lot of y'all Bammers sitting there throwing rafters into the waters, jumping off the ship. I saw a lot of you Bammers start talking about, oh, RG3 wouldn't never let that. Man, shut the hell up with that stuff. RG3 ain't coming back to the Redskins. And if you still hooked on 2012, then let me tell you something. You ain't no damn Redskin fan. You a RG3 please lover. Okay? You talking about Kirk Cousins out there performing behind the damn makeshift offensive damn line, sitting there leading his team on the damn game-winning drive. What more do you want from a damn quarterback? What more can you ask for a damn quarterback? I'll wait. I will wait. But it's sad, though, to see that even after this man going out there, busting his ass, taking hits from a makeshift offensive line that couldn't block with literally Scott for him, he still went out there and he made big plays at crucial times in the game, and he led this Washington Redskin team to victory yesterday. But yet and still, though, y'all still find fault in what Kirk Cousins did. Y'all still find fault in his gameplay. Let me tell you something, and I'm not going to say Kirk Cousins is the answer. I'm not going to say Kirk Cousins is the greatest quarterback in the world, but he ain't the worst one. It could be worse. I know some of y'all fixated on seeing a running quarterback. Let's watch this quarterback run. Watch this quarterback run. But a real football fan to be, watch this quarterback pick this defense apart with his arm, not with his legs. Know what you fell in love with. Know who you fell in love with when it comes to the quarterback in the Washington Redskins. You fell in love with a quarterback that was running touchdowns and not throwing touchdowns. But Kirk Cousins out there throwing touchdowns. Kirk Cousins out there throwing passes. You know the long passes y'all was asking for or booing and lollygagging or putting that man on the cross? We could talk about the coaching today if we want. But at the end of the day, though, the coaching staff, they even kind of committed themselves to the run in that last drive. They didn't go out there and throw 3 or 4 times down after down. They committed to the run. They stayed with the run. And in the final minutes, in the final whiles, the Seattle Seahawks, they found out about that burgundy gold pile. They found out how contagious. They found out how outrageous. They found how definite, how damn sure good and true it is to be a Redskin. So when you look at it and you want to talk about what Kirk Cousins didn't do, you better go stand on what that man went out there and did, and what he went out there and did it, who he had did it with. He was out there damn near playing with the third strings. But I hear my music though, y'all. We had a good show for the people. We talked about this thing with the Washington Redskins. I thank Carol Porter, man, for joining us here on the Sports Revival this morning. I want to send big shouts out to DJ Mello, man, with that Mellow slide. I think we're going to go ahead and party on up out of here, man, with that Mellow slide, y'all. And we had a good show for the people. I'll tell it to the hot. I'll tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk, man. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T, y'all. We sitting in live, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, where the people's voices can be heard. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Did I just say that? I did say that, y'all. We play DJ Mello and that Mellow slide before we get up out of here. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Did I get there? Let's go. Mellow slide.
Cause you're about to ruin the image and the style that I'm used to. It's me, Mellow T, the legendary figure. You know the name that you're already used to. Come on, I wrote this song so we can just party. Tired of that junk is to the body. Do your exercise, keep your mind right, son. Wanna be like Mello and have some fun. Put your left hand up, put your left leg up. Put your right hand up, put your right leg up. Put your left hand up, put your left leg up. Put your right hand up, put your right leg up. And just slide on your left, say what? Just slide on your right. Come on, let's slide on your left, say what? Just slide on your right. Come on, it's about time for the second verse. See, I love God, but ain't showing no mercy. Keep your body moving like a sanity class. Come on, ladies, shake it fast. Do it stack like Mickey. I'm trying to grab her. Yeah, I can do that, cause I got the swagger. The big dog mellow and I stay on my game. Nothing but nothing lame. Platinum vocals, the platinum flow. By the way, big shout to my big dog Rico. Hey Rico, what's get this damn for clicking up in here, man? I need some arms and legs moving, need some feet moving. Body pump all over this joint, man. That didn't do, we do. Let's take it to the top, baby. 1, 2, 3.